Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. So sorry. I have to be honest, right when the show started, I had to go to the bathroom, and I got diarrhea. So you can say whatever you want. It might not be the best thing to say to the show, but I got to be honest. That's what happened. And so, yeah, I couldn't make it to the show because I had bowel movements, and I do this every single day. So I'm going to be honest. You can hold me to it. You can, it is what it is. It happened. And we're going to move on from there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I put on the 3-piece too. I was ready to go, man. I'm sweating my butt off over here. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for jumping on in. Let's jump into the chart, shall we? Have some fun and see what's happening in the world markets. First thing we want to look at is the S&P. S&P does directly correlate to Bitcoin. And you can see the S&P right here had a inverted cup and handle, which would go to the measured move. Cup and handles love to go from this wick all the way to the middle wick to the left side of the middle apex of the bowl. And that's a pretty good idea of where you're going to head if you see a cup and handle inverted. If you flip this upside down, there's your cup and handle. Sabby coming at you to the upside. You know what, Marv? No. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Well, I do a Marv Albert, but I say Marv. But it's funny. To me, it's not that serious, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and rocking out with us on this beautiful, beautiful day. It is Thursday. Thursdays. I'll be on Around the Blockchain later on. I will wear the same tie. So get ready for the Bitcoin tie. Get ready to get adjusted. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Maybe put NFA in front of me might be a good idea. There you go. And we don't have the crypto ticker today because it's down. The ticker is down today for whatever reason. So it is what it is. You gotta improvise. You gotta move on. Shout out to everybody here on the chat. Shout out to everybody jumping on in. Let me look at that chat. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Where's that chat at? There it is. 357 people on the live, 173 likes. And look, can I get some likes for not hitting the add button? So it's not about your vision, it's about your attention, and I don't want to take your attention away. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I am the cryptolifer. My name is Samuel James Price. 333 on the current viewers. I love that. You gotta love that. 184 likes to the viewers. Let's get the viewers up. Yesterday we got to 700. We blew them out the water. Bigger channels don't even get that. We did it, lo and behold. So what just happened to my chats here? My chats just disappeared. All right, so S&P is not looking good right now. All right, and that's going to take Bitcoin to the ground. It is what it is so far. So look, this is bullish divergence right now. Strong bullish here on the 15 as that swings down, but that swings way sharper to the downside. However, you did break this beautiful, I was suggesting we could break back to the upside based on the 1 hour yesterday. However, the 1 hour got low. We got rejected, came back down, got rejected again, and could not make it out of the channel to the upside. And I said if we didn't break down, we would probably bearishly retest this area and break back down to this support. And then you broke this support here at 37.50, really 37.46. So you're coming back down, highly likely to this area at 36.91 and to this next zone here at 36.72. Why are we looking at the S&P and not Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is correlated, directly correlated. When the S&P dumps, it's going to take Bitcoin to the ground. It is what it is. And right now, we are dropping. Basically, fell right there. Bearish retest right there. You can bring this down. Bearish retest right there, and you're out. Down to the bottom of the pattern. Can we get saved by the 15-minute oversold stochastics and the divergence? That's going to have to be the way. And the only way I see this happening is if we break back inside the pattern. So this area is crucial for Bitcoin. I'd like to see the S&P get back inside this area. All right. So that's something that we're looking for. That's something that's very important for the S&P. All right. Now we're going to move into Bitcoin and we're going to talk about BTC. Also, the market, not too great. If you look at all the KuCoin coins here, 31, 31, 17. I mean, you only have like 3 or 4 coins above 20%. We did hit CEEK for massive gain. Shout out to anyone that jumped into CEEK with us. We got into CEEK, and I put this out on 7/7, and that's why I tell everyone, you got to write all my setups down. You got to keep track of them. I'm going to show you everything, but like 60% of the setups are going to break out based on what I put out, 68%. And then if I put out 100 setups, so 32 aren't going to play. And then when the market sucks, maybe 50 aren't going to play, right? I am not, Jesus of crypto. Some people say I am, but that's not true. The point of the story is this. I'm only one man that scans the market. What I do differently is I just put in more work than, you might know as much as me. I just put in more work. Like my whole life is this. I've dedicated my life to this. Like I'm the Michael Phelps of crypto. Like that's all I do is this. So look, it's at night. Like look, if you look at my live stream on my Discord, my last post was 12:48 a.m. My next post was like 6:50 a.m. Like no lie. Like you can see my life cycle right here if you join the Discord and you hang out. So like right here, 12:07 a.m. right? And I was looking at MNW, which did pop actually at 12 a.m. I talked about that yesterday, and we got a nice 11% out of that, and that was a alert system move. Then we even hit travel for a nice 7. You know, actually went up 24, but about there for 17%. And then UniC I'm looking at from last night, but you can see my first post come in at 7 a.m. My last post at 12:48. 6 hours of sleep, baby, and I'm ready to go with more energy than a football team, man. So CEEK for the gains. And you can see when we put it out in the Discord on 7-7, right there, 7-7 moving, looking for a flag at a smaller time frame. Do not chase green candles, 7-7. And CEEK would eventually blast to the upside, one of the biggest gainers of the day. And we had you at hello. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Might have tried to grab you right there. There's a chance, but I was trying to enter here, and usually I'd be a little lower than that. However, there wasn't a lot of area to hide out in. But it did represent this with just slight wicks to the upside. 25% gains in total. And if we look at CEEK right now, it's actually doing what's called a flag. It's flagging out on the 15. No guarantees of anything. It's a very choppy market. And if you're a beginner, I had to say to my beginners today, if you're a beginner, one of the worst markets you could learn to trade. It's like learning how to swim in a tsunami or in a hurricane. It's not going to be easy, you know. Lifers are still up at 12 a.m., still making plays. Shout out to Robin Banks. Michael Phelps, what a freak that guy was. No days off his entire Olympic career. Nope. That's what I'm saying. You get into a zone, dude. Send in a super chat for a deep dive of your favorite token. Shout out to Dustin Calvo, love learning, and all the awesome moderators on the game every single day here. The Blue Crew coming in. We got the Blue Crew. We got love learning. What happened to my Blue Crew? We got no Blue Crew? It's funny. The smallest Blue Crew I've ever seen. Love learning and Dustin Calvo. Trade popped and I missed it because yesterday had too much trouble getting order filled. Low liquidity makes it hard. See, what you got to do is you got to open up $500 buys. I figured it out. Let me help you. Next time you want to get into a trade and you want to put $2-3 grand in and you think it looks good and it's a low cap gem on KuCoin, you're going to put in $500 buys and make it 5 trades and then just close them in succession. Bang, 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 bang. Simple. The 500 buy will go very sweet and easy. You won't have to deal with liquidity. Make your orders smaller. Get creative. Get creative. See, when other people hit roadblocks, I think of ways that other people don't think of, and I get it done. So whenever I see someone that can't think it through, I'm like, dude, let me help you. Let me show you the way. You know what I'm saying? So use a smaller set of orders. You see what I'm saying? Simple. Just turn your $3,000 order into 6 $500 orders, dude. Just be patient. Open them up, open them up, open them up. Trade rips. It's fun, actually, because you can rip a few off, then you can leave 2 on. Scaling in and scaling out is the proper way to trade, in my humble opinion. So this is making a bit of a flag. There's no guarantees. It's the only hot coin of the day, though. It's the only thing that's been moving. I do see some slight bearish div here, though, which doesn't give me a sweet feeling. Like swing up to swing up here, and this is swing down to swing down. So it's high risk today for sure. This is everyone sketched out by, the 26th, what they're going to do, what's happening. The next 9 days are going to be crazy, Shout out to the Gray Crew, Gregory the Lifer. I guess we need some blue in here. We're going to give Gregory, Gregory, you're going to get added to the moderator status, bro. Shout out to Gregory the Lifer. You're in, dude. You're in. Shout out to East Jordan, DJ Porter Rock, Rainier. Yo, I'm here. Oh, they're here. Okay. So you're not sending love. I get it. Just wanted to shout out good morning. Don't have time to watch the full stream today, but wanted to say, since I've been watching the stochastics RSI, has been the indicator I needed for trading success, man. It really has changed my life, brother. It'll beat out the markets. It beats out all the other ones, man. That tie is bagging. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. Yeah, I'm going to wear it for around the blockchain today. I'm going to blow them out the water. I'm going to go hard. See what they got to say about that one, Lifer, are you wearing your pants today, sir? Had no time. Couldn't put the pants on. Didn't get to the pants. Just letting it free hang. Nah, come on, man. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Just swinging in the wind. I was tidying up here, so I wasn't on the keys. Shout out to East Jordan. We're already here. We are always here, brother. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock, Gregor the Lifer. Woo woo. Congrats, man. Now the channel. New to the channel. Love the vibes, Lifer. Shout out to Adam Delgado. If you're loving the vibes, if you're using that language, that linguistic of vibration, then you're already doing the right thing. So CEEK on the radar. Possible trade out there. But I tell everyone, don't force yourself into a trade every single day. Some days aren't going to be great trading. Don't try to swim in a tsunami, you know, especially if you're a beginner too, you know. Shout out to everyone paying in crypto, and I appreciate you, Wolf, man. Hit me up saying I'm just sending his money in a day early. You're the man, dude. So here are the gains we've hit in the last couple days. Clearinghouse last night put out at 4:48 a.m. and banged 3 hours later for 74%. Shout out to Rainier. Rainier, if you can, man, I'm trying to get you guys to do your own gains, but I know our time schedule is different. But if you can contact Sean, you know, Sean Crypto, yeah, Sean, he spells his name S-E-Y-A-N, Sean. If you can contact Sean Crypto and send him in your before and afters, because this is just an extra job for me, which I don't mind doing, but I'm busy, man. So look, Travail, TRVL, and it's just hard for me to keep track of everything you've done. You know, DEGO, banged on them for 58%. And let's talk about DEGO. DEGO was a trade that I put out with an alert system. I have a cool little alert system where I watch smaller time frames bend into bigger time frames, and I wait for the smaller time frame to come into the oversold region. Bang, bang, bang. We double up the stochastics. We double up the time frames. We make sure we have congruentness inside of the time frames, and we go for the gusto. That has happened very well. That's why I waited July 7th. It took a week to make 25% gains, but you didn't lose any money. That's the key here. The key is to gain, compound, and gain. DEGO banged, Clearinghouse banged, and CEEK banged. We still able, in the worst market in the world, we're squeezing gains out. Look, there's your cup and handle on TRVL yesterday, right? 7:38 a.m., and it banged up to the upside. You know, yesterday was an amazing day for me. An amazing day. If you guys want to hear the story, I got a story. I'll save it for whenever you guys want. You guys tell me. Discord is amazing. No, it really is. Is it DEGO a derogatory term? No. See, to me, nothing's a derogatory term. I mean, there are derogatory terms. But I don't, DEGO to me is a coin, and I don't associate negative associations to things that have no negative association. Like, DEGO's the name of a coin. I'm not going to go anywhere with that. Do you ever show your losses? All the time? And honestly, I don't have a lot of losses. I don't trade heavily when the market's not that good, to be dead honest with you. I don't overtrade. And I do show losses all the time. I show every time. I'll show many trades. Actually, last night, many trades did not go well. And I'll show you why. Let me show you. Burger got nailed, did not go well. You got to show your losses. Someone that doesn't show losses is a weirdo. Someone that's like, look, I made gains every single day of my life. It's like, no, you didn't, dude. You're a real person. A real person's going to lose. I tell my students, get ready to get stopped out. You're going to get stopped out. You're actually going to lose more trades than you win. You should win 3 out of 10, 5 out of 10. You can be profitable with 3 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I love showing my losses. There's no problems with... Dude, if you're going to trade, you're going to lose. How you get over the losses and how you figure out how to maintain the long term is how you become a trader. That is trading 101. Look, this was in a beautiful pennant. About to break to the upside. It looked absolutely scrumptious. Like this last night. It was low in the 4 hour. It had a lot of the things I go for. However, I will tell you, the daily was high and telling you not to get in. So even though it looked good in the 4 hour, my students know to check the daily. And if the daily's high, you're pressing into a high risk trade. You know, I lost on 100X. Why are you trading 100X? You should be put on timeout right now for trading 100X. All right, you're on timeout, Colby. I'm putting you on timeout because you're on 100X and someone needs to scold you. I love you, but somebody needs to scold you. Come on, man. I get stopped out constantly. I just keep it pushing. Exactly. That's what happens, baby. That's what happens. Shout out to everybody here. We got to slap. We got to be his freaking crypto daddy, dude. No 100X, bro. Come on. 100X is for people that just want to, like, watch the screen and, like, do nothing, you know? So, look, if I was playing Burger, I'll tell you how I would play it now. So, I'm a risky man sometimes. And I've seen the daily high and the 4 hours still give you a gain. But, you know, the wicks there also told you a different story, right? You were getting sold off. You had a beautiful pump to the upside. What do you do then? You find the bottom of the range. You find the top of the range. You hit Alt-F and you find your fib. And you wait till this gets to the golden pocket and you don't say a word. What I do is I see everything that pumped in the daily, and then I set Fibonacci's, and it's about being patient and setting up your analyzation at the right time. Someone said, I'm busy, I work too much, I can't blah, blah, blah. And I'm always like, dude, it's not about being busy. It's about using the time you have to focus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lifer, how do you have configured your Stoke RSI? It's just basic. I do $5 trades with 38x. Every I make $1, I cash. If I lose 65 cents, I exit. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's the only the way to do it, if you're going to do it. But that's well calculated, well thought out, and you're sticking to a plan. And like that takes time and practice, and you're always on it. You're always on it, you know. So yes, we are not the game here that says every single trade wins. And honestly, this has been a hard market. For us to even pull the gains out we pulled yesterday took a lot. Like you had to do heavy due diligence. We had to stare at the markets. We had to watch what was happening. So look, I put this trade out yesterday. Looked pretty scrumptious to me. It was getting low on the 1 hour, right? It was down here. Who knew it was going to go lower for a liquidity grab? There's no guarantees. I drew this trend line. The idea behind this is if it breaks this trend, you're out. Like that's your trend line. That starts to break, you get stopped out. If it doesn't, it plays out. And eventually, look, it would hit my target, which I always find uncanny. And what I believe happens is a lot of people take the trade in the group and they all put a stop loss down here. And so the market maker goes, oh, let me go grab you guys, and then swings you back to the upside. So it's key to always, like, you always want to see where someone would put, like, you look at your previous resistance right there, and you have to put a stop loss below that. You always have to do what the other people won't do. Like, you get it? But then you're like, oh, but I have to risk more. And like, then put less in the trade. So, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you different things that traders do, you know? Lucky 13, his beginner's class teaches how to use his 5-minute indicators. If you want to go deep, definitely worth the money. Stochastics RSI is the one he's got on the very bottom of his trading right now. Plus, it's hot out. I got a morning short after the CPI numbers didn't enter another trade for the day. I like shorts right now. I mean, we're in a downtrend. Until we break above 20K, you're in a downtrend for sure. So the trend is your friend until it's not. Just keep trading the trend, right? Funny, this is QuickSwap. I remember when it was $1,000. If Matic ever makes it back, Ethereum moves back up, QuickSwap will be back in the game for a decentralized exchange. We will see QuickSwap doing something different, you know. So, yeah. So we hit him, though. We still got some gains. And DEGO was a well-organized trade, well thought out. It was high on the 1 hour. I said, wait for set an alert for it to come down here or come up and retest. The alert hit, boom, hit the bottom of the trend line, and then this thing was gone. Also, we drew a Fibonacci on it from this wick, right, to this beginning of the move, and it came right down here to the 706. Then it bounced right there off what? The golden Paquito. I'm telling you, that's the golden Paquito right there in between the 0.65 and the 0.618, and it was going. So if you had just even played this falling wedge in the golden Paquito, we slap on the moving averages, and you see that they got very tight moving averages. Price action bounced and got near the 200. The 21 crossed the 200. The 50 crossing about the 200 right now. Golden cross on the 1 hour. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped into DEGO or just learned from DEGO. We put out CREDI the other day, and look, CREDI would come down to the sweet spot. They would grab the liquidity and then bring it back to the upside. So they clear out all the stop losses and then blast it to the upside. That's what I've been seeing lately over and over again. Looked at this for a possible gain, dipped a little bit and pumped up about almost 14% from the low. From the bottom of the channel, it was about 10. All right. Let's get into Bitcoin. Bitty Bitcoin. The truth about Bitcoin. It's the sad truth about Bitcoin. Who wants to know the sad truth about Bitcoin? We're going to break it down right now. The sad truth for Bitcoin. It's sad. It really is. And I'll tell you what the sad truth for Bitcoin is right now. Are you ready? Can I get the likes up to 500 before I give you the sad truth? Likes up to 500. We have 530 people on the live, 293 likes. Can I get the likes up to the viewers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on in. So look, we're going to jump into the Binance chart for Bitcoin, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about what we see happening in the charts. I've already done an update for my group. They know what's on my mind. They know. Left the club tipsy, say no mo. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. I grew up on Biggie. It is what it is. We even talked about this being a right shoulder yesterday, even though it went deeper. Remember, we presented with a 15-minute come down, make the right shoulder, and can we break out of here? Remember, we had the shoulder, the head, and we were projecting the right shoulder. Then even this shoulder, head, shoulder there that bounced out. All right. We had this flag on the 7-minute yesterday. It was such a crucial time. And I said either the 7-minute bangs on us or it destroys the idea that we're going to make an M pattern. And lo and behold, the 7-minute did bang on us to the upside and save the day. Unbelievable what would occur. Beautiful full moon last night. I also, guys, want to tell you a crazy story that, not a crazy story, but something interesting happened to me yesterday. Hasn't happened to me in a long time. I got to share the story. I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Not now, though. After the analysis, so at least when you're done listening to my spiel, you can at least be like, well, he at least told me something about crypto. I'll give the guy a minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste your time. I think the story's awesome. I think it's worth telling. I think it's worth talking about how I'm going to tell it. I think even that's worth it as I ramble. But look at this. So the 7-minute again, showing a bit of a bear flag now, right? And what I like to do is, like, I almost get, my brain gets racked with all this, and I like to kind of clear it out and just see what I see. So look, let's go to the 4-hour time frame, and we talk about that trend, right? We talk about trend analysis here. And I was doing some work yesterday with a lifer. We were doing heavy analysis. Shout out to Peter Cow for jumping on it with me and really breaking it down in such a, dude, you broke it down in a way that made me excited, because I was like, if he's picking up what I'm putting down here, then that means students are really getting to the next level when it comes to crypto, right? So look, cup and handle for the 4-hour. We have our low, we have our high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high, we have a higher low. That's a trend analysis. We must get above this resistance at 20,000. It's impeccable. It has to happen. 4 hours about to bend on us, though, and tell us that it ain't happening. When the 4 hours low, I was excited that we would break out of the cup and handle, have a massive move. What the 4 hour did is it made its oscillation. See, and this is how the stochastics are. This is why I love the stochastics. They will always go up and down, up and down, up and down. But price won't always give you the move. So look, stochastics went from the top to the bottom. Price went from the top to the bottom. Beautiful. Then stochastics went from the top to the bottom. Price went from the top to the bottom. Beautiful. But then look, stochastics went low and didn't go to the bottom. That's a bullish sign. You long that. When stochastics make another low, but the price actually makes a higher low, you long that. It's telling you, because you're going to spring back, and if you're springing back with higher moves, it's kind of like, if this is what it's like. This is very similar to what it's like. You're a mountain climber, and you start climbing the mountain, and you get it to the base, and you go up 200 feet, right? But what if a helicopter would have dropped you right here? So you got to start with a new base. So your base was here. You would climb higher. You get it? The momentum. So it's basically like saying, hey, you start when the stochastics are low, there's your base. If you go up and make a new base higher than the previous base, it's telling you there's buy pressure behind there. There had to be a lot of buying for this not to come back down to the bottom of the channel. So then you look and it comes to the top again. Then it recycles bottom and it comes all the way to the bottom again. And you're like, okay. Then it cycles back to the top and does a half top. It's kind of where we are right now. See? That's where we are right now. Bitcoin made the half top on the 4 hours. So the 4 hour came high. We didn't get anywhere. So look, this is crazy, but I'm about to pull, watch this. About to pull a fractal on that and see if we see anything there. That's my Coinbase chart. I got 100 charts for Bitcoin. I got daily charts, weekly charts, 1 minute, 7 minute, 15, you name it. We got it. We got levels to watch. But look at this. This is interesting to me, all right? And I'm creative with it. Be creative with it. Have fun with the charts. But like, see how this is like, because this is, you know, that was the move down. Then the 4 hour got high. See? You know, I'm just throwing it out there. Does the 4 hour come on down, round out again? That's what it did here. Got high, came back down, but didn't give us a low. So we're going to watch the 4 hour closely. All right? And this is the deal. You wait for, it's all about stochastics resetting. And that's why I put alert on the stochastics, because if I don't look at anything else and just the stochastics, I don't get caught up in the chop. I just know when that resets, that's going to be a lower resetting point. And again, there are some anomalies in the stochastics, and I've seen dumps from here and pumps from there, and there's some things you're going to have to learn about it. They're not a guarantee. Nothing is like a 100% indicator in trading. Nothing. But even this, in my mind, like, that's a bearish retest. Like, when I cleanly connect these lines, I guess we're back in the pattern now. So we fell out, we broke back in, we're hugging now. We're hugging, and we're desperately hugging. You see that? We need to stay inside this pattern to remain bullish. Simple as that. Other people are saying, you know, we broke back inside here, and we're tight, which is also possible. I've seen this happen, wiggle out, and then break out like you never broke out in the first place on the top side. Another thing we're looking at is a bear flag, hands down. So 2 ideas here, always open-minded. Remember, bear flags break to the downside the length of the pole. 68% of the time. 70% chance you're going down to $8,000 Bitcoin. All right? I'm just putting that out there. The data comes out bad July 26th. They raised that interest rate to 1.2. There's a 75% chance they go to 1. They go to 1.2. What do you think is going to happen there? We got 200 people that don't like hitting the like button. They think it's going to kill them or hurt them. I'm trusting you right now. Hitting that like button will not hurt you. It'll be amazing. If you hit that like button, everything will be fine. It won't mess up your hair. Trust me. You're going to do great. Hit that like button. You're going to do fine. Everything's going to work out for you in the long run. If you hit that like button, there's probably a better probability that good things are going to happen to you because you're doing good things for somebody else. So you're going to work with good energy. When you're living with good energy, good things are going to happen. It's just that simple. So give yourself the chance to have had some good energy. Jump on into my energy. Hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, moving on. So there's your bigger idea for Bitcoin. I just want to put it out there. You lose this level, there's really one last chance to hold. You lose that level, you're down. You're going down. And yes, we have some other levels I've showed you. We have 12K, 14K. Doesn't mean we go all the way to 8K. There'll be some stops along the road. But I'm not guaranteeing 8K. I am open-minded to know that we could go there, though. I'm 100% open for it and okay with it. Are you? Are you okay with 8K? Can you handle 8K? Will you be able to breathe at night and go to sleep with 8K? Do you have capital on the sidelines for 8K? How are you doing? If you're doing okay, then don't worry. Things will be okay. All right? So let's move it back into the 4 hours. So what do we see happening? What does need to, what have I seen happen in my lifetime? Because I've seen it all. I've seen the 1 hour flip the 4 hour. I've seen the 4 hour flip the 1 hour. I've seen the daily flip the 4, flip the 6, flip the 8, flip the 9, flip the 6. I've seen it. I've seen so many things that you've never even thought possible. I've seen it. That's another reason why you want to come to the channel, because I might see something and be able to give you some insight that you may never have thought possible just because of my years in the market. All right. Look, that's a measured move down here. That would create a double bottom, though. I'd be open to that, but we would be out of the channel. There'd be a lot of issues with that. I wouldn't be too happy about it. So, but that says we would break to the downside to 19,191. All right. Strong support. However, as I said before, you can't say this wouldn't be a double bottom, right? With a measured move to the upside. The measured move of that double bottom would be the neckline up, yeah, to about 25,844, 25K, 25,005 area. You're going to deal with the rejection of the 200. You will never be in a bull market until you get above the 200-day moving average. Look, the last time, this is what happens. Let me show you. It's the same in a bottom. You come to the bottom, you'll bounce high off the 200, and you'll be in an uptrend. And the uptrend will keep bouncing off the 200 and getting tight. We used to trade these uptrends all day long. This looks just like a downtrend. Same thing, they're going to get tight and dump to the downside. I think it's highly more likely we get the dump to the downside than anything else, probability-wise. But anything is possible. The daily's attempting to flip on you here. See that? And the daily's putting in a higher low. So interesting enough, on that daily candle made a huge statement and said, I'm done. I'm about to push to the upside. So 4 hour wants to dump on you daily. Now, what I've seen before, though, the daily could just swoop and take a huge dump to the downside. So don't put too much pressure on that. But the higher low is a good sign. You do have a higher low in a trend. You got to respect that. So the daily could be somewhat bullish. We have to be open-minded that. The 4 hour needs to get flipped to be bullish. So we got to make sure a support line holds. And that's why no matter what the Stokes and how accurate they are and how much you love them, you can have a high Stoke. If you're going to have a low Stoke, if you're at resistance, you may not get above the Stoke. You know, it doesn't matter. You may roll over anyway. So it's more likely you don't. You know, if you play them all the time, they're pretty accurate. But if you play them enough, you'll know that you must respect your support and resistance line. So like, where is our next zone that we must not break, or there'll be some carnage? Is right here. Is right here. Here is our zone, because you can see we came to it, resistance, 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 you know? So we can't break below 19,005. We break 19,005, we're going to test 1888, and then very likely test 17.5. And we have nothing really to hold us back. It's amazing that we were able to get pushed back up yesterday with the CPI data. I was surprised we didn't flunk all the way back down to 8.5 and then even kind of get crushed lower. So I've taken care of the bigger time frames for you. You know, you could get it, and I can show you the weekly all you want, but literally we're going to have to get through the daily and the other time frames before that. Weekly wants to push to the upside. However, it isn't a bear flag, right? A symmetrical triangle flag, a little bit of a flag that does not look healthy, but the weekly does want to, you know, it's lower than it, you know, you're at a low point. You're below the 200-day moving average. I mean, these are bottoms for Bitcoin. Even if we wick down one more time to 8K, 9K, it would be like a pandemic black swan type of thing, swing. And I don't think it'll be too long. So I'm buying like it's the bottom right now. I've given my strategy away every day on the channel. I've said exactly what I'll be doing. I'm buying like it's the bottom right now. And I'm saving a large chunk of change for right here. If it goes down here, great. If it doesn't, so be it. I'll put that money into real estate or to some other investment. But I have it sitting there just in case for this time period. And I don't have to be right every time. I just have to have a plan and execute it. That's all. And I'm going to execute that plan as thought and as played out. And if you have a plan, you'll be fine. That's all there is to it. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I am the Crypto Lifer. You are a Crypto Lifer. Together, we make the Lifer crew, Lifer gang, baby. Shout out to anyone following me on Twitter. We're blowing up on Twitter. I'd never thought possible, but man, we are blowing up on Twitter. It's fun. It's actually getting fun. Twitter is fun. When you have some followers and people are retweeting, it's actually kind of fun. You know, Labs hit. We talked about Labs yesterday. We'll take a look at that. Matic short down a little bit. Mars getting in there. We'll talk about Labs in a second here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. 1 hour time frame is bullish, and it's curving to the upside. It wants to make a curve up. It is attempting to do damage. Okay. If you don't know what damage is, join the group. We'll teach you. So the 15-minute is now extended. We need the shorts to get squeezed. Let's take a look at Bookmap. Bookmap's going to tell it whenever you get high and extended on the RSI, it's really a good idea to bring out Bookmap. Why is that? Because you're going to want to see where the levels are. And if you see higher liquidation levels, there's a chance that we get pinned here and we can push up on a short squeeze. Now, I had to learn this because the stochastics RSI, and you know, most of the time when you're high in the 15, look dumb. Dumb. Sideways, dumb. 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 You know? And dude, crypto, I've never really liked crypto banter. Ron always gave me a weird feeling. I have to be honest. I get vibes from people, right? You know what gave me a great feeling? Sheldon gave me a great feeling. But Ran always gave me a strange feeling. And I think he put tons of money in Solana. In Luna, he lost I don't know what he lost, but I know he lost a lot of money in Luna. I personally, I'm going to make a video, but let's extract this Porter Rock. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price. I am a professional crypto trader. I'm known as Crypto Lifer on YouTube. It's all I do all day long, 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day is I go and analyze the crypto charts. I trade the crypto charts. I teach the crypto charts. It is my entire life. It's all I do. Now, one thing I want to talk about is why I never put my money in Celsius, Voyager, Crypto.com. I did use smaller altcoins like Cake, and I dived into DeFi, but my Bitcoin was locked up in hot and cold wallets away from the hands of greedy financiers. Why is that? What was I doing? Well, I felt like the banking system had runs on banks before. I had read about them saying you can't get your money out of the bank and all that, and I didn't trust the banking system. So I felt that I shouldn't put my money in someone else's hands. I should put my money in my own hands, or in a way where the seed phrase, whatever you got to do, you give it to 2 different people. You know, there's a secure way to do it, but you are in control of your own funds. When Celsius came out, I used to go to the site and look at it, and it would be like, park your Bitcoin. And I had I'll be honest, $250,000, $300,000 in Bitcoin or something. And I'm like, okay, I could park this here. And, and every time I went to go do it, and I thought it was a good idea, I'd be like, but what if I can't get my Bitcoin back? That question would always come up in my mind. And I would sit there and I wouldn't be able to answer the question properly. And I'd be like, and I was like, what if one day you go here and you hit the withdrawal button and you can't? I said, what are you going to do then? Now, I just called the short squeeze, and I told us to open up Bookmap, and look, we had the short squeeze as I said it. That's going to have to be edited out now. I'm so sorry. Maybe we'll redo the excerpt because it's going so well, and I forgot that I was in an excerpt. But point of the story is this. I didn't park my money where I was when I asked the question, will I be able to get it out? I could never fully answer that. And because I couldn't fully answer that 100%, it wasn't FDIC backed, there was no insurance. I said, man, how am I going to park my Bitcoin at Celsius? Yes, it's Alex Machinsky. He's a famous billionaire. It's all good. Everyone's doing it. I couldn't do it. Every once in a while, I would never even get to the point of getting the wallet. I would think about it. I would tell myself maybe one day, and I'd be like, oh, that would be great. It was greed, right? Greed, make money, make money. That was greed. And I said, Sam, you've worked way too hard for your Bitcoins to put them in anybody else's hands. I was like, these are going to be the most scarce assets in the world one day. This is like digital gold, my friend. And honestly, when you put it into Celsius's hands, I feel like you didn't fully realize what Bitcoin was. Because if you knew you held the most pure, beautiful gem in the world, would you let anyone else hold it or have access to it? No, you would not. No, you would not. So, I never did Voyager. I never pushed Luna and all that. I did some DeFi stuff and I played around. I'd throw a couple grand into Cake. You know, I turned 1,800 into 100 grand with Cake, and then I was able to play with DeFi. I had $100,000 to play in DeFi that I made off of freaking 2 grand. I got lucky, you know, and a little bit of spin in the nature and destiny. So, you know, I got put in a place where I could play with DeFi. You know, I had earned my right to dabble. I had earned funds that I could play with. I was playing with house money at that point, so it was what it was. But I never in my life would take my hard-earned Bitcoins and park them for 10%, 8%, or because how would you ever know you're going to get those Bitcoins back? So I want to make it clear here, I never pushed any of those because they weren't part of my philosophy. They weren't part of who I was. They weren't part of my makeup. My makeup is anything could get taken at any time. I've been robbed. Things have been taken from me. I've lost a lot in my life. I almost lost my life. I was bleeding out this main artery. So when you've been challenged, when you've lost things, the dangle of 8%, the little here and there, it really doesn't do it for me. My security is in my Bitcoin and holding my funds. Like, I could never imagine how someone could park their hard-earned money with Celsius. So it wasn't part of my makeup. It didn't make sense to me, and I never did it. I'm so sorry to people that got hurt by these things, and I'm so sorry of people that are still stuck wondering what's going to happen to their money. What if you had 10 Bitcoins and that's all you had and it's in there? What if you had 5 Bitcoins? A lot of people, it's the only Bitcoin they ever had, and it's gone now. I believe something will happen. I think they're going to make right. They're going to restructure bankrupt and hopefully slowly let people withdraw, and they're going to cover. I'm praying that everyone will be made whole. I'm the cryptolifer. I just want you to hear this and hear my statements and hear my words vibrate through your ears. Bitcoin is your bank. You are the bank. Do not let anyone else be your bank. That's the whole reason we started this in the first place. Please watch my live stream every day from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And I do live streams, Discords, and tutoring. Check me out. You'll find out all my links. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. Thank you so much. I love you all. All right, so I just got to put that out there, right? That's an important statement to be made. And I know everyone comes here for TA and TA only, but it's also about the mentality to get you through. If you don't have the right mentality, you will do a lot of the emotional things that hurt you, and that can cause a lot of pain, and I want to keep people from getting hurt. I've been hurt in my life. I've seen the pain, and I'm an empath. I can feel other people's pain heavily. Like your pain is my pain more than almost like that's just one of my gifts. And so when I see someone struggling, when I see someone going through something, I think that could be me. That is me. What's the difference between them and me? It's not me right now, but they have to feel it, and I have to know they're feeling it. What's the difference? If I see someone that got hit by a car, they're bleeding in the street, like I know I'm not bleeding in the street. I'm not feeling that pain, but they're feeling the pain. Can I run to them? Can I stop the bleeding? Can I do something for them? Because right now, I know they're in pain. And just because I'm not feeling the pain doesn't mean I can't feel the pain through their pain. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's why my whole school, that's what I'm doing. That's what all this is about, cryptolifer, all of it. It's about the pain I've gone through and trying to keep people from going through the same pains, you know? So here's BOOKMAP. And right before it happened, I called the short squeeze, right? And I said, we better look at BOOKMAP because I felt this happening. I saw we got pinned, but I saw our green candle starting to budge. And I said, man, that's interesting. That's very interesting. It looks like a short squeeze here for Bitcoin. And lo and behold, it was. What is a short squeeze? The vector candle. Once you go watch Trade in Reality and talk about the vector candle, this is when the market maker takes you down, because what happens to a short? When a short gets caught, he has to buy. I saw him. He was on BOOKMAP yesterday. I was like, but again, what happens when a short gets caught? He has to buy his position. So he has to buy Bitcoin to cover. He ends up pushing the price to the upside when he gets liquidated. What happens when a long gets hit? He has to sell Bitcoin to cover. He pushed Bitcoin down when he gets hit. So the longs, the people that are longing leverage Bitcoin are the people that are pushing us down. The people that are shorting leverage Bitcoin are pushing up. So I want more shorters to short with more leverage. Let's get a 50x short leverage up here. Come on, guys. The more liquidation shorts happen, the faster we can blaze back above 20K. Then we look at the globs of liquidity, and we want to see who's winning here. Slightly bigger glob here of the sellers. 546 Bitcoin, 511 Bitcoin, 397 Bitcoin, 243, 256 BTC here on the parameters here at 20,200. So they want to unload. They don't want to load at that previous resistance area. One guy's up here a little bit trying to get cute with 21,000. And you got orders sprinkled throughout, but they get smaller and smaller. 23, 77, 8, around 22K. What are these big balls? We got big balls here. What are these big balls? These balls are basically volume balls, and they're showing you a big buy. The bigger the ball, the bigger the volume buy. What are these? These are actually the time it took to get liquidated. And so it's like, we started, we came back. It's liquidation events at a medium point. So it happened, came down, happened, came down, happened, came down. And you can set this at different parameters, you know. Yeah, and now you can see, like, this guy just got $15,000 was liquidated right here. Are they going to go up for more shorts? You see some orders up here. We're closer to these orders than we are to here. This is a magnet. Likely get pushed up to 20K here. Looks like we're going to get pushed up to 20K. I can't guarantee it, but it's likely. Let's see. Let's see. We did get the liquidations. We see it. We need a few more liquidations up in here. There's another one. Oh, that was a long liquidation. Oh. Ooh. We don't want to get sucked down into the long liquidations down in 1956. What does my general TA see happening? So we called the short squeeze right as it happened. Kind of crazy. That was just complete coincidence luck. Like, I don't want to be like, I'm the greatest in the world. It was just pretty good luck, you know, like, but I've seen it so many times in my life, and I've seen when the Stokes get high. And also, you can't, it's hard to see here, but I saw it. Did you see it? Shoulder, bit of a head here, bit of a right shoulder, and we broke the length of the shoulder from this wick to that wick there to the upside. Shabby, cup and heady, wasn't it? Head and shoulder to the upside. You know what, Bobby? The last time we were together, it was 1978. I think we were doing Wimbledon. Andre Agassi. So look, I mean, short squeeze, beautiful short squeeze to the upside too, and they're going to keep short. They're going to keep squeezing the shorts. And if you don't have BOOKMAP, you're going to see a high stochastic on the 15, and you're just going to think you got to sell. But BOOKMAP's going to tell you, you got to watch some liquidations. You got to get into it. BOOKMAP is really a key to my trading. It's amazing. Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP. We love you. You're awesome. I love the founder, Sachi. I love Bruce. I love the whole team. They're awesome. They're really good people to work with. They're honorable. And they're the only people I would work with. I don't have a lot of affiliate links because I don't affiliate. I don't trust a lot of people. I really don't, especially in this space. And my name, I went so hard to build my name in the space. I'm not going to throw it down the tubes for one, bad association. So I don't push coins. If you notice, at the beginning I did because I was young and I didn't really know. I don't push coins. People ask me, hey, can I give you $1,300 to push this? No. Every day I get DM'd. Hey, we like your channel. Could you? No. Hey, we want to push. No. Hey, we have this peer-to-peer. No. Hey, we have this product. No. No. I push my trading. I push my tutoring. I push my school. I push my Discord. I push my products. Because my products I can stand behind. I don't know about everybody else's products. My products I can stand behind. So I only push my products. I don't push Bybit links because I don't own Bybit. I like to push things that I created, that I made, that I'm behind. That's where it is because I can control the essence of those products. I can't control the essence and the energies of other products that I did not create. So I don't want to associate with things that I can't fully encompass the energy of. That's why I don't use the Bybit link. That's why I don't go, because it's not my thing. It's not my creation, you know? Yes, I push a KuCoin link, but I got to trade somewhere. And one day I will make my own exchange, hopefully. I don't know if I can trade on my own exchange. I don't know how that works, you know? Look at the short squeeze. Beautiful, though. This is a beautiful short squeeze to the upside. And if you didn't have BOOKMAP, there would have been no way you would have figured it out. But we knew because we saw the liquidations coming and we saw the order book. And I told you it's likely we're going to get sucked up to the order book, didn't I? I just said that. I just said it. It's likely we get sucked up to the bigger liquidity. We're closer to this liquidity than that. Where do you think they're going to go? They're lazy. They want to grab them up. You know how many people shorted this high stochastic? Because they know how to use the stochastics against you now. So they took my trading style and they're like, okay, they're teaching this trading style to everybody. Now you need to understand order books and liquidity. You need to, I can take you to the next level that you need to be at. I can accelerate you, but let's start you small with divergences and patterns, support and resistance. We're going to build you up. We're going to build you like Voltron. We're going to give you one tactic, then none tool, then one tool. We're going to give you so many weapons till you're like, and nobody will be able to stop you, but it's going to take time for me to build you up, turn you into a gladiator, right? But give me the time. Please give me the time. You could join my group for a year for, we'll say freaking $1,000 in cryptocurrency. It's a year. $1,000, dude. $90 a month. People do Netflix and all sorts of garbage for that. Mine's everlasting information that you can use for the rest of your life to become wealthy. I mean, Like I said to someone the other day, they pay for driving school. Driving school costs like $1,200 or something. Mechanic school, $5,000. Any of these trade schools, 5, 6, 7, 8 grand, take 2 to 3 years. Associate's degrees, right? Become a rad tech or something. Spend 10, 20 grand. And people complain about my 99 and it has the potential to make way more money than any of these super degrees. Way more. Like you could become a billionaire with what I teach you, right? So to me, it should be worth way more than 99 because the potential of the money made. So for the market value, it's worth more than $99, hands down. The reason I make it where it is because I want it to be achievable for everyone. I want people to be able to get there. The reason why I don't keep it 50 or lower, because when I did that, we had a lot of riffraff in the group. We didn't have serious people. The 99 keeps it serious. I found that out. Helps me not waste time, helps the group not waste time. I'd rather have a smaller group of 99 than 5,000 people at 50 because it would be chaos. I'd rather focused individuals. My group is a privilege to be a part of, a privilege. It's not just, in my humble opinion, it's a privilege to become a lifer. I removed someone last week because they were being horrible in the group and using bad energy and they thought it was because of their trade setups or something. I was like, dude, it had nothing to do with your trade setups, my friend. It had everything to do with your behavior. Anyway, let's move on. But look at how BOOKMAP got us to 20K. And look how I was able to predict that live. Shout out to the beautiful people at BOOKMAP, because without this tool, how was I able to do what I just did? Because my old way would have told me that the Stokes were high and it's time to short, right? You see? However, let's break this down now. Let's break this down. Come on, Coinbase, let me go back to my other chart. Sorry about that. Remember, let's zoom out again. Let's just bring us to where we are again. Remember, I just want to, if you're new and you're watching, you're like, where are we? What's going on? We're watching trend analysis on the 4 hour. We're now in the 4 hours, not looking good to us. But we decided to zoom into the smaller time frames as we were assessing. And the 1 hour looked beautiful. And honestly, right here, this is what's called a flip too. The 1 hour flipped the 15 minute. The 15 minute was getting overbought and telling you that it was likely to turn. But the 1 hour was not. The 1 hour was pushing and wanted to make a beautiful push up. When you see that, and the MACD, that's a beautiful, look at it. When you see the curve, and you're in a falling wedge, 68% chance of a break to the upside, that's a beautiful thing. All right. Remember, the 1 hour does have this large, that's your leg. That's your Elliott wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. That is your measured move. Also, you will have some issues with the 200-day moving average. I always see that. But again, now I believe this is what's going to happen. Stick with me now. Bear with me. Stay focused. Stay focused. We showed you the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder there too, which would have had you at hello. So even if you just not known anything about liquidations or BOOKMAP, but you had taken my beginner's course and you knew what an inverted was, you could have played the 68% chance it was going to break to the upside. See that? Look, this was also a double bottom, was it not? Look, it's clear as day. Don't double bottoms break up 68%? So you had a 70% chance this was going to do that based on the inverted head and shoulder and based on the double bottom. You had two patterns ready to go for you, giving you the special sauce. Shout out to the 500 likes. That's amazing. 42 chat revenue. We're going to do super chats too, everyone. Don't worry. We do super chats here. I answer all the chats. I jump into the group. I assess Bitcoin for the first half an hour. We do world markets for about 40 minutes. Then we hit about 11:15, and then it's coin after 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 coin. Pump, 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 pump. Get ready. All right. We'll keep you focused. We'll keep you situated. We'll keep you going. I worked out today. I feel good. Did you? Did you work out today? Did you take a half an hour to an hour for your heart? Because if you're not taking time to get your heart going, to get your heart in the right place, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Your heart is so important. I used to have a good friend. I'd go show up at his house and be like, you worked out today, right? And I was like, no. And he'd be like, really? He's like, you didn't have he gave me a DVD that took 30 minutes. He goes, you didn't have 30 minutes for your heart, dude? And I would look like really small and look down at myself and I'd be like, like tomorrow. And he'd be like, dude, I told you we were going to 20K. Did I not? I love this game, baby. And honestly, I can teach you the anomalies. I can teach you what other people can't see. I've taken multiple tools and put them all together. Honestly, BOOKMAP contacted me. They love me. They were like, we like you. We want to work with you. We like what you're doing. We think our tools will help you see the market better, I said, bring it on, BOOKMAP. Let me see what you got, baby. And they were like, let's go, Lifer. And I said, let's go, BOOKMAP. Dude, then they've tutored me now. They've given me long sessions. They've taught me the indicators. They've given me their time. They've taken their best analyst and he sat with me for 2 hours. They've put time into me. And that's what I'm saying too, because I started a channel, I have companies helping me, and I forget me, it's me. But you are me and I am you. If it happened to me, it will happen to you. So through me is you. You know? I'm no different than you. You got a mind, you got a mouth, and you can move, baby. I'm no different than you. Only thing I did was show up every day. That's the only difference between me and you. And some of you might be showing up every day too. You might be better than me. Someone researched me the other day, a Patreon member. He's like, you might think a lot of your members have more money than you, dude. He's like, I had $2 million of property. He's like, I have more money than you do. He's like, a lot of your people he's like, and I'm not saying I'm the richest person in my Patreon or in my trading group. Dude, I have a guy worth $500 million in my trading group. I know a guy worth close to $1 billion in my trading group. Dude, we know there's people in my trading group way, way more wealthy than me, you know? This is a beautiful short squeeze, and this short squeeze is continuing. I love it. I love it. I told you there was more liquidity up here than down there. It was more likely we were coming up to this bag. Now they've raised it to 20,400. Look, they've raised the value. They're trying to catch these. Like, they really want to grab them now. Dude, 128,000, 36,000, 102,000. They used that fear, dude, to knock everybody down a notch or two. Unbelievable. Look at that. That's why I stay open-minded. And look, the 1 hour time frame just demolishes the 15. Just says, okay, 15, I don't care about you. How would you have figured that out? Had you played the double bottom or the inverted head and shoulder and kept it real simple? See, everyone starts to wonder how I figure these things out, because a lot of my competitors are using 100 indicators. I zero in right down to the focus center of my attack. And sometimes all you need is a double bottom or a pattern, okay? That's all you need, okay? Look, price action in a falling wedge. Falling wedge is going to break out 68% of the time. If you forget everything else, that's all you need to know, right? That's all you need to know, all right? Well, I have so many lines here. I kind of want to redraw everything. It's insanity. But this is beautiful, what just happened here. And getting back above 20K is a big deal for Bitcoin. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. This is a big resistance point where we're at right now. I'd like to see us get above it. We are actually pushing above it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Cover girl. Yes, I did it. I was a child of the 80s. So look, we're back of the trend. We're back of the trend on the 1 hour. Looking healthy, scrumptious. Back of the trend, baby. Back of the trend. Right there, yep. And we bounced off the trend line too as well, and we're holding trend. Bitcoin must break above 20,500 area. And again, do we have to talk about it? But it's that same, this is going to be crazy to me to do. But it's that same POC that we've been dealing with for a long, long time, right? And again, we're going to come back and talk about, can we get above 20,600? This is getting old. Like, this is getting real old. Like, it's annoying, honestly. I'm like, can we trade the same range again now? You know? And so here are our POCs, our point of controls. Both of them are needed areas to get above for sure. All right. Okay. So, what do I see happening now for the next 2 hours, 3 hours, the next 8 hours? That's the key. All right. Anyone can say what up, but like, can you like, well, to me, that's the length of my pole, man. No pause. You know, again, we're going to have resistance here. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's your pitfall. Do you make an M pattern here and dump on you to the downside? We must avoid the M now on the 1 hour. So when the 1 hour comes up on the stochastics, we must avoid getting resistance here. If we get resistance here, we will make an M, and then the M will give you a 68% chance you're going to drop to the downside. Okay? So that's what we need to worry about. It happened here. Same thing here. You bounced, you made an M. You're done. You're done. Here you do. You bounced, and you came up with, right now we're in the falling wedge bouncing, but did you make the M and dump? I see it all the time. It's so you're either going to get, there's only two occurrences really. I know you don't believe me, but there's not that many things that can happen here. You can come up, get rejected and make an M, or you can break above it, bounce and make a flag. So we're either making an M when the 1 hour comes up here, or we're not, and we're above resistance, okay? Based on the 15-minute, I'm a little weary of what happened here because short squeeze. So right now, I'd be looking for a handle here or a bit of a flag on the 15. So I'm watching, and this is where my projection theory comes with my alerts on the stochastic. So no one else does what I do. No one else puts alert in the stochastics like me. And bang. And then what I even do is I'll put an alert on this bottom trend line. I like to put an alert right here. Alt-V, a vertical alert line, because I want price to cross it. When price crosses it, it's going to tell me something. Also, I can right-click here, the 21. Hold up. And I can say, add an alert when it's crossing, right? Crossing. I guess you could add just MA. Oh yeah, MA1, 2, I think it's 5. MA5, right? And you can say like once per bar, and you can say when it crosses the 21-day moving average, you see? And when price crosses the 21, it's gonna give me an alert system as well, you see? So these are just funky things you can do, kind of changing the way it goes, And I watch this flag now. If this flag stays intact in the next hour to hour and a half, I'll long it up with the 1 hour back to this area, or I'll long altcoins with that. And I trade altcoins in conjunction with the way Bitcoin moves. Aha. Did we not just call the 20K liquidity grab? Did we not just call the short squeeze right before it even happened? How? I've seen it before when the Stokes get high. When the 1 hour wants to go, but the 50 minutes high, it's telling me there's some type of funky thing going on. And then when I see a pin on the stochastics, I head over to my BOOKMAP, and I have a link to BOOKMAP in the description. You won't get a discount better than that discount. So if you really like what I did here and you think it's going to help you, and you want to see the 272,000 and the 77 liquidations, it's always the 77 lately, by all means, jump on in. This short squeeze looks like it's going to continue. Looks like they have a lot of people that thought price action was going down really hard. They got a lot of people to believe that we were dumping. I stay open-minded, and I'm always watching smaller time frames for confirmation, and I don't pull big moves unless I see a big change. And this was awesome right now as we're breaking this resistance, which I'm super happy about. This is good times right here. And they could pin. I've seen the 15-minute, anything could happen. I've seen them stay up here for like a day. I mean, that's crazy. But I've seen insane things. Look at this one. It stayed up here. It was high, but then it just continued up. See that? And what you want to do is when you see anomalies, go back test them. What was the 1 hour doing? And then write those down, create a whole slew of information. This is why people love coming to the channel, because you learn. Every second of the day at this channel, you're going to learn. I love to learn, so my life is a constant journey of learning. So if you're going to hang out with me for 2 hours, you're going to learn, because that's all I do is learn. I love learning. I'm addicted to it. Love learning. Look at that. 21,000 liquidations there. I'm excited to watch this. I'm passionate about price action. I'm passionate about mathematics. I love dialing into the Fibonacci's. This is awesome. This is what gets me going at night. What gets you going? This gets me going, baby. So look, and when you're dealing with this, you got to go to smaller time frames on a liquidation like this now. Now we got to go to the 1 minute. We're looking for flags in the 1 minute now. When the 1 minute, look, these are the patterns that all you had to play. See, tiny little patterns getting made. Again, we're back on the 1 minute like yesterday. When price action moves fast, you need the smallest time frame. There's no other way to track it. We could even watch the 30-second chart. How about the 5-second? You want to see the 5-second? Look, the 5-second, we would have been able to play that flag. With the 5-second chart, you would have been able to make these trades. It's crazy, right? Like, look, the measured move of the 5-second chart is the length of that pole there. From that shape to that shape. And look, we hit it. It's so crazy. I bet the moving averages even come. Yeah, when you get tight, you bounce. Yeah. Then when you get far apart, you can learn how to trade the weekly on the 5-second chart. I know you don't believe me, but it's crazy. Look at these liquidations on the 5-second. They just keep going. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh man, and you shorted and you got banged out. Dude, the shorts are getting banged on right now. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, look, another flag. Another little flag on the 5-second. I've never used a 5-second chart, but like I got access to it like 3 or 4 months ago. I've never seen anyone show it on YouTube either. It's absurd. Don't trade the 5 second. Stay away from the 1 minute. I don't even trade the 1 minute or the 5. I use these. This 7 is like the smallest time frame I touch. You know, that may be it for the liquidations at that point. You have bearish divergence. You got to have some bearish divvy. Yeah, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, and you got bearish divvy now starting to play out a little bit. You know, looks like you need one more bearish divergence, but yeah. So the high there was 21,188. Wow, they just massively, look at this, just went after they went right into that liquidity. And we saw there was more liquidity up there than down here. They like to get what they want. They're going to take you out. 100,000, 135,000, 31,000. Woo. Honestly. And if you want to learn how to use BOOKMAP, if you're not sure how to use it, I did a amazing tutorial, like an amazing one. So you go to BOOKMAP here and go to their actual, you know, and they got they have awesome guys all the time. But just look for me. Where was my session? Yo, this session right here. And look, of all the sessions, we did pretty good. He got 31,000. We got 2,000 views. We got some of the most views they've gotten in a while. 19,000 there. Pro Execution Pro Ab webinar. But right here, I would definitely watch this because I break down like how I use it, what I'm using it for, and it's an hour-long straight tutorial of how to use BOOKMAP. This will blow your mind. Like, if you need a BOOKMAP, you know, breakdown, it'll blow your mind. I was going to short today, and I was like, nope, that's what everyone is doing. We will see the big green candles when the market maker wrecks the noobs. Look at that, dude. You're becoming a lifer, kid. You're becoming a lifer. You still have some at 20.4 possible. If anyone is here like me, then you are intelligent and don't need anything except watching the live to learn how to chart. Please take the beginner's course. You know what you don't know. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. We love you, Chrissy. You're amazing. I love you, Chrissy. You're like a guardian angel to me. That's right here why I love the live, baby. I'm holding my short till liquidation. Oh, wow. Good luck. Smart move. I named my son Sam 30 years ago because it's a lucky name. He is happy and a good human and not short of $1. Hey, man, thank you so much. Are you my dad? Sam, you teach, inspire, and lead. Most importantly, you are always open to new ideas and new ways. You showing up every single day provides inspiration you cannot put a price on. Thank you, sir. Anytime, man. Thank you for saying that, man, because it's what other people can't replicate, right? Is the daily, is the constant grind, you know? Damn, I got to go to the 5 minute and delete all this nonsense now. I mean, the 5 second chart. I don't want to see this stuff. Like, it probably would disappear. You can't even see it. It will turn into a dot on like the 1 hour time frame. It'll just be little dots. Mind blowing though, right? Is your mind blown? How you could have traded the 5 second? Anyway, wow, look at that, dude. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's a beautiful thing now. Blowing up to the upside now. All the way to the upside. Oh, look at the size of those green candles, man. So look, I mean, now we're at our next resistance point. The shorts don't know what to do. And honestly, you know what people are doing is they keep opening up shorts because shorts keep thinking that you're going to open up into the candle. So they keep opening up shorts right now. They don't know how to use the 1 minute and watch price action. If you know how to use the 1 minute, then you'll know the 1 minute will eventually tell you when to stop shorting. You're getting bearish divergence, see? Once the bearish divergence kicks in, you're done. And there's heavy bearish divvy. That's the end. That's the end of the liquidations. The divergence will tell you when the liquidations are over. And I can't guarantee it. You know, anything is possible. But there's a high probability once a divergence of this nature kicks in after a pump like that, you're going to see a pullback. You're going to see a pullback. Hold on. All right. That song almost sounded like 2 songs to me. And I was like, is that 1 song or 2 songs? Because it's got like 100 things going on in it. All right. All right, moving forward. So right now, though, I'm still weary of the high stochastic on the 15. Every time the 15 gets high, you're dumping, you're dumping, you're dumping, you're dumping. So yes, we had a move, but we must eat it. But that's also 3 white soldiers. You see that? The beginning of a huge reversal. You had 3 white soldiers here, though it didn't do much. But you had 3 white soldiers right there, you pump. That's 3 white soldiers, though, everybody. 3 white soldiers. What is 3 white soldiers? 3 white knights. It's 3 green candles in a row that open and close perfectly in succession with less wickage and boom. I mean, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Getting high on the RSI, getting high on the stochastic though. You know, you just gotta, when you were high in the Stokes here. So in my mind, okay. No, I was trying to say, could you, no, that doesn't, okay. Yeah, I see something going on now that I didn't see before. Let me show you. It's not the best either. I'll show you something sketchy now that I didn't see before. I just saw it right now. Look at this. I don't think anyone's made this pattern yet. I think I'm the first one to make it. I haven't seen anyone make it yet. This is a rising wedge. Up, down, up, down. This could be our new channel. All right. And we're holding the bottom of it. We pumped out. We're in the middle now. It's likely we do our whatever and we make it to the top of the channel. All right. Come back down, come back up, and then we could even dump all the way back down here after we get to the top of resistance at 21,231 and head right back down. We could short this all the way back to 19K. And actually, the measured move would take you back to 18,988. So we're going to be like 2 to 3 days ahead of ourselves here, because if that's happened, you know, we're just building the ideas of what could occur. Remember, can you keep all these? See, the thing is, as a trader, can you keep all this in your head? The idea too is this: we don't want the M. The 15-minute and the 1 hour are kind of suggesting that we are going to end up making an M pattern. So right now, the 50 minutes oversauced. That's a fact of facts. All right. Unless the liquidations continue to occur, which I believe based on the 1 hour bearish divergence, I think we're going to have a pull. I think it's over. Like, they got enough of the stupid. I shouldn't say stupid, but they got enough of the unaware people. I think it's time now we'll get a little bit of a pullback. So I watched the 15 and the 7 because they're overbought right now and they're at resistance. Look, previous resistance. So it's a good time to take some profit, and you're away from the 21-day moving average highly. Price action will come back on the 7. So I'd watch the 7 and the 15, and I project a flag, and I set alerts down here. If the flag stays good and we go sideways, now this is good right now. As we go sideways, alts are going to start to fly because that liquidity is going to fly into the altcoins. So now that we figured out what's happening, we can jump into the altcoins. Bitcoin was actually so entertaining today. I didn't really have time to go over the world markets like I usually do. And I apologize for that, but we got to just do what we can do. We take it for what we can take it. Right? Dude, I wore the 3-piece today too. I put the vest on. I went all out for y'all, straight up. And I was sweating doing it, and I was late to the stream. I feel so bad about that. And then I had to admit that I had bowel movements because there's no way around it. I had to just come out and say it. It was what it was. Not fun. I thought people would just be kind of like, oh, I don't want to hear that, and leave the channel. But, you know, I had to be real about it, and I was late. So I see $57 in Super Chats here. I see moderators in the game. And normally I do the S&P, and we touched on the S&P. We touched on the Dow a bit. But normally I do a way better job. But today, Bitcoin needed its due diligence. This is also beautiful to see. Watching the short squeeze live like that, you just learned so much. Whoever just stayed here with me, you learned so much about markets right now. Because you can use this now for the rest of your life. When there's an anomaly, you got BOOKMAP open, boom. All right? And so just something that I want you to understand at all times, all right? I might even do live stream BOOKMAPs to the Discord randomly, you know? Let me jump into the chat, everybody. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to jump into the chat or see it. Thank you for the $10 from Weak Hoots. That's awesome, dude. You're the man, dude. I appreciate you. Hey, Lifer, do you have an opinion about Casper Labs? I keep hearing about it, and I actually did like it when I did a slight deep dive. Got to take the morning. Yeah, every morning, man. Which subscription do you recommend for BOOKMAP, Sam? I just use Global. I don't even have Global Plus. I just have the basic, I believe. But Global and Global Plus are both amazing. But you don't need the biggest one. You need just the basic. That's all you need. That would be great. Live in Discord? Yeah, I just don't think many people can access it. 3-piece with the pocket watch. Yeah, where is the pocket watch at? I got a pocket watch. And you know I'm a boss, right? You know I'm a boss. Hugo Boss. That's who made this suit. Put this back. Hugo Boss, bro. They got to give you your buttons, you know? In case you lose some buttons, you got some spare buttons in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And this is Super 110 Reda. It says Rita on it. What is that? I kind of want to pull that off. What is that? Italian fabric, stretched tailoring, Reda, Super 110s, dude. It's a nice suit. I bought it when when I made my first 100 grand trading. I went to Bloomingdale's. I'm about to cry. I walked right in, and I was like, yo, I'm buying the night. I was like, I didn't even look at the price. First time in my life. I walked into Bloomingdale's. I cried because I used to go to Bloomingdale's and not even go in it. Because I just be like, I don't belong in there. I ain't going in there. I ain't going to buy nothing in there. So I'm not walking in there. I used to know where it was and everything and never go near there, you know? And, dude, no, but it's just about accomplishing things in your life and feeling good about it, you know? And I walked in. There was a young kid working there, and I was just like, I like that. And I was like, and he's like, do you know? I was like, I don't even care about the price, man. Just put it up. Like, the first time in my life, I didn't ask to see what the price was. I just bought it. And it felt awesome, man. It felt awesome. And I cried because, like, I remember driving a van with my dad with holes in it. I remember, I just remember we had, frozen orange juice and just whatever. I'm not trying to say, like, I didn't grow up in the hood. But, man, we didn't have it all, and my dad told me, David Brubley says, BookMap has 4 levels of BookMap, and the first 2 levels are not live, but delayed data. For live, you want at A. Okay, thank you for saying that. That was inspirational coming from you. Makes things so real. It's true, man. Like, and I just walked in, just like, boom, and now I'm like, hey, and it's like, man, and no one can tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing, So look, when price action gets high on the stochastics, it does one of 3 things. It's going to head down lower. It's going to make it's going to pump unbelievably high, which we know that's high. Look, when the Stokes get high in the 7-minute, do we pump unbelievably high? Here we did not. 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 We didn't do it all those places. So what makes you think we're going to pump high here now? Not going to happen. It's like there's a 98% chance that you're at the top of this temporary move. Did you see how I figured this stuff out with brass tacks and probability? It's right there in front of you. I'll just look at what this did all the other times before, count the last 20 times this was above the dotted line, see what it did, and then trade on that probability. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but I can teach you how to data mine. I can teach you how to get the information out of the charts. So we're going to watch this 7-minute. The 7-minute's going to come back down. We want to see it oscillate and stay inside a flag. If the 7-minute stays inside this flag, when the 21-day moving average comes and kisses price action, we are good to go. Highly likely, 70 to 80% chance we're going to head up higher to the upside. I'm giving you gold. I'm giving you the special sauce of how to find out where Bitcoin's going to go today. Today. I'm telling you exactly what to do so you can use technical analysis to help better your life, okay? I'm telling you right now, it's going to take some time, but once you get what I'm putting down, once you start picking up what I'm putting down, we can go to some next level places together. I'm taking other people to another level. I can take you to another level. What can't you figure out? You guys are confusing me now. Love learning. Whatever. I see if I spend too much time in here, then I'll miss out. Look at Sharp Lifer. Shout out to Special Ed. Thank you. Anyone monitoring Super Chats? I saw CELR and Bitcoin on the Golden Cross. I stink at Discord. Shout out to Greg. Hey, you don't stink at anything, man. You're amazing. Never tell yourself you suck at anything. That's not how you go about anything. Like, I never gardened before. I didn't tell myself I sucked at it. You know what I'm saying? I never built a walkway. I didn't tell myself I sucked at it. But when I'd never traded before, I didn't tell myself I sucked at it, man. Just because you haven't done something a lot doesn't mean you suck at it. Come on, man. You don't suck at anything, Gregory. You don't suck at anything. You're an amazing person on your way to greatness. Sam, do you like leather sole shoes? Why? You want to send me some? Sure. Sorry, I'm still learning Discord. You got it, man. Exactly. You got it, brother. Super Chat, CELR, BTC, 1 day, 13,000 Bitcoin, Golden Cross tomorrow. Don't put too much on those golden crosses. That's just tight moving average. You could see a big dump. I think you could take Joey Chestnut in the hot dog eating contest. Don't let them tell you can't. How did you know I'm good at eating? How did you know I'm really good at eating? I can eat amazingly. Share stock RSI edit, please. What? I don't edit it. I don't edit the stock RSI. Sam, the Matic is looking hungry, bro. Thank you. Have to fall and fall again before you can succeed. You definitely do. Every single time. I keep putting them up, but he has been on Bitcoin for 40 minutes this show. Love it, brother. Anytime someone really like you turns into something, it's so inspiring. Thank you. Life, are we holding 20K or break it down? Oh, come on, man. That can't be answered in a half a second. Sorry, but I can probably put eat anyone in here. Sorry, but I don't think you can out-eat me. I swear to God. I am one of the biggest eaters I've ever met in my life. And I know you're a big eater, dude. But I really think, I know just because you think you're bigger than me and all that, I am one of the biggest eaters I've ever met. Like, ask all my family, friends, people that met me. I can eat like 2 giant spaghetti. I can eat my meal and your meal. I out-eat everyone I meet. Like, it's very rare I meet someone that can eat as much food as me. Even though I'm not that big. I'm 5'8.5", 5'9", 170, 180 pounds. I could eat you, dude. I could out-eat you, man. Let's do it. I'm out-eating you. Me and you, dude. One of us is going to go to the hospital because I know we're out of control. One of us will end up in the hospital. I know it for sure. I know it for sure. Lifer, why do you trade crypto instead of the stocks? Or do you? I don't like stock market because there's a bunch of reasons why. Because the stock market closes. It's manipulated as pre-market, after-market. There's just so many reasons why I don't touch the stock market. It's not a good look for me. Tacos, baby. Those are always the bottomless. Those type are always the bottomless pits. Troy McDrains. I can't eat like that at all. In fact, I need to eat less. Shout out to Hamza Rahman. We love you, man. Eat off the live on Saturday night. We will, dude. Eat off like we could do a live eat off, right? Like we could weigh the burgers. Like our wives would have to make 30 burgers a piece, and then we could see who can finish 30 burgers faster than the other. And then we'll have like an ambulance on call. Got me to a Korean BBQ, and I can go all night. What is the idea of reading with Bitcoin per other coins? All the other coins are controlled by Bitcoin. It is what it is, you know? So again, we watch the short squeeze, watch this flag on the 15 and the 7. That's Bitcoin for the next few hours. We don't really have to see much about that. It can't be, and we're looking to see if it's going to make that M pattern. See this giant M here? We don't want to see it make an M when it gets to resistance at 20,555 at that POC. All right, let's take a look at the super chats. And I see money here. I see $64 in super chats. So let me see. Let me go back actually into my program here. I turned off my monitor. There are no. Oh yeah, it doesn't display the events anymore because it doesn't go through OBS. I can't see the super chats on my end. Interesting. So there we have it. 30 burgers with Ambo. Eat burgers while trading burger. I lost $200 today. I'm so sad. Don't worry, man. You learned a lesson. I'm seriously dying here. Back to brass tags. This is strictly entertainment, people. Yo, give yourself a hernia eating so much. Can you get a hernia eating too much? That's kind of scary because I've probably gotten pretty close. Let's take a look at CELR USDT here. CELR network. Looks just like Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. It made that inverted head and shoulder. It just didn't make that flag as big. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. Look at that. That looks like constant nonsense. But look, it is an inverted head and shoulder that I put out there. It didn't really play out, though. I like to delete all my old work. We did project it was going to break out of this to the upside. We did get a bit of a move there. We didn't get the 24. What did we get? We got about 15% gains off the top of the channel last time we looked at CELR. So when we look at CELR network, which I think it's a great team and a good vibe of people. It's forming this trend, and it's just like Bitcoin. You see, if Bitcoin goes to the top of the channel, then this is likely to go to the top of its channel as well. Okay, 1 hour does have movement to the upside. You're in an inverted head and shoulder there, shoulder, head and shoulder kind of something. You didn't get the short squeeze like you got on Bitcoin, and that's what you kind of needed. Still is a bit of a bear panic that could break to the downside. You need to see some movement here out of this 1 hour to the upside. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. 15 minutes about to get rejected by the top of that trend line. You see, we got adjust this up a little bit. So it's likely you're going to come down to the bottom of the trend line and bounce. Hopefully the 1 hour can give you something out of that to the upside, right? 4 hours looming as it's probably overbought like the rest of the market. So you got to have, this is the 1 hour is going to have to make an anomaly flip, and the 4 hour is going to have to stay up here. And we're going to have to see some major move. Bitcoin, this is actually showing, we might see the short squeeze we just saw. on the 4-hour time frame in maybe 10 to 12 hours. They might play another kind of idea that they're going to go short and fake it again, really get people revved up. However, if you look at this on the bigger time frame, like the daily, you're oversold and you're at the bottom. You're likely to bounce back to the upside. So look at the daily time frame per seller. It looks wonderful. I like to extract and take out the heads of the head and shoulders. I find they're usually when the pattern got wrecked. You can also do this though. You're making two patterns here. A tight ascending, a tight symmetrical triangle, which breaks up 50% of the time. You get a 50-50 shot. When the daily's low, you know, I would long a low daily there for a 50-50 shot to the upside. You have the 50% shot, you're going to hit it. Not the best, not the worst. Kind of like gambling there. Now, you must hold this trend line. And look, that's a double bottom too as well, is it not? So you got a 68% chance now with the double bottom. You will break to the upside. The measured move of the double bottom is this middle area to this area and then swinging on out. That gives you your measured move, all right? Again, you're going to have heavy resistance right here that you need to break above. But you get above that, you're going to gap up pretty fast. You don't have anything else too far. So seller can move once it makes a move. The daily is low for seller. If it holds this trend line, I could see a big gain for seller. Watch seller on the daily. Use the smaller time frames for entry. You know, wait for the 4-hour to get low. Or wait for the 1 hour and the 15-minute if the 4-hour gets pinned. That's what's really hard for beginners. We can teach you the fundamentals, but then you got to find out the discrepancies and all the different things that happen in and out. And that's just not easy. So, yeah. Seller on the daily, one of the few coins that is low on the daily. You know, when you come here every day, you're going to learn something. All right, so great story. The story, I got to tell you the story. So I grew up in Boston, and when I was about 13, I met a kid in school, and then we became closer friends around 15. And from 15 to about 22 years old, 24 years old, he was one of my greatest friends. We hung out for 10 years of my life. And we didn't just hang out, we hung out every day. We both were pretty like social, like a lot of people knew me, but I didn't hang out with a lot of people. I was kind of socially kind of distanced. Once I hung out with you and you were in my circle, so I had a small circle of people that I really, really liked. And so I go to a store yesterday, a few towns away from mine, go to pick up, and I walk in, and I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to the person at the front. I'm taking so long. I'm always like, I'm asking questions, and the guy behind me is like, hey, man, like, why you got to wait so long? Why you got to waste the guy's time behind the counter? And I'm like, who the heck would talk to me like that? And I turn around. It's my buddy I haven't seen in 10 years. And he said he changed his phone, and I called him when I moved back to Boston. I reached out to him, and he said, man, I'm sorry, bro. I was going through a breakup. My life was crazy. We hadn't talked in years, and I just didn't know how, like, I was going to enter you in my... And I was like, man, I love you, bro. Like, I love you. Like, I missed you for so long. Dude, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'll come to the house. And, dude, he came back home with me immediately. We hung out all night last night. I took him to a dinner, little tiny dinner at Uno's. There was nothing open. But, dude, I hadn't seen my friend in 10 years or more. And, like, a good friend of mine. Like, we went through a lot together. We shared so much. We trusted each other with money. We did a lot of stuff together. Man, my buddy... Shout out to Ethan, man. I love you, man. And he doesn't do social media. He's not on Instagram. He doesn't like social media. He didn't like it back in the day, I remember. It just wasn't his thing. And so he was hard to find because he wasn't out there. And when he didn't answer my call, I didn't know what else to do. I reached out a few times and then I said, that's it, I guess. Bumping into him, man, was the coolest thing that happened to me in a long time. And I realized how cool life is. And some people are meant to come back into your life, man. And it was just a cool thing that happened yesterday. So I had to share the story. Hadn't seen my buddy in a long time. Like, I'm laughing about it now because I just couldn't believe it. I'm in the store. He's like, yo, I turn around. I'm like, my dude. I hugged him in the store. I was like, yo, my dude. Like, then I said to the guy, I said, man, I haven't seen this guy. I haven't seen my buddy in over 10, 12 years. Haven't seen my buddy. We spent every day together. Man, it was crazy. Something like that hasn't happened to me in a long time, you know? So it was cool. It made me realize, like, I love this universe, the simulation we live in, whatever it is. Such a cool place to live, man, when you bump into an old friend. Like, that's why it's great to have good friends. That's why it's great to be good. Always be a good person if you can. Always be nice is my new saying. Always be nice. Always be nice is my new saying. So seller looks like it's an inverted head and shoulder. Could break to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here on the daily time frame for 57% gains. And it doesn't mean jump in. See, my trading group is not a signals group. This doesn't mean buy right now. We teach you how to hone in on the 4-hour, the 15, the 1 hour, and find a location, find a support or resistance. That's also a double bottom, though, forming. for CELR, right? Okay, moving forward. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for the super chats. Let's move back into the super chats. Don't want to neglect my super chat easies. So someone asked about Burger. We kind of already went over it. It dumped hard, but let's talk about it. I redrew it, and there's a chance it is somewhat still bullish. Let's take a look at Burger. Actually, no, we went over Burger already, and I talked about I would just put it on the daily with an alert and not touch it. I drew a Fibonacci and said I won't touch it till it hits the 21 again, and it comes down into the 0.5 or some type of pocket. Daily is overbought. I don't care what the other time frames is. I would move on from it. That's Burger. Thank you. Bro, I'm seriously dying here. Back to brass tag. You're funny, man. Yeah, man, Bitcoin, that short squeeze is getting slammed, dude. It makes sense, dude. They pump it when everyone doesn't believe. 20,300 for Bitcoin, baby. Shout out to everybody here watching this short liquidation live on camera, 162,000. And we told you we were going up to this liquidity. I didn't know we'd get that high, but look, now he's raised it up to 29,000. Look at the whale. Now he's at 29. See, he keeps going up. When he keeps raising this large order up at 559 Bitcoins, it means he knows that he's going to drag. He's dragging. Look, they even got a little long liquidations. Dude, don't leverage trade. If you're a leverage trade, you're going to get rocked all the time. Thanks, Lifer. New name, same CELR game. Shout out to Tales of Crypto. We love you, man. Shout out to Tales of Crypto. Super chats, all clear unless you want to retalk the Golden Cross or about the one-day time frame. Drop to 13,900. Sam is in the zone today. Straight fire. Shout out to Roddy Robinson in the game. Shout out to Manny John's BBQ. I love BBQ too, bro. Who doesn't love burger? Who doesn't love a good burger? What a beautiful day it is to be alive. And again, you can't guarantee. If you didn't hit this long, come on. I'm not going to be like, oh, I nailed the long. We did tell you to watch that pin 15 minute. We did call the pump, though, in a way. Now, I had to work. It's kind of hard for me to jump into a trade while I'm talking, going over all this, and making it happen on the live. I need, like, a team to trade for me. I need, like, an assistant that opens up trades when I say things are hot. Like, I get to give him 10 grand and just be like, just trade this stuff for me when it's hot. Like, when I say it's hot, like, make it happen, you know? It's like, just watch my stream and make it happen, baby. So, wow, what an awesome liquidation that was. I'm excited. Again, I'm not too excited. When they go up fast, they usually come down fast. So, deep breaths, and let's not get too overzealous here. Let's calm down. And let's remind ourselves, right? So I drew my flag here. It was likely to come down. The 7-minute just kept ripping. Look, the 7-minute did a little boop. And again, I guess it was the 30-second chart. Look, the 30-second chart made a flag. Now, look, this is a flag too. You need the smaller time frames to track this. This is out of control. Dude, we may be at, like, I only saw this when we hit the bottom. And then I see massive liquidations on the shorts. And this is quite interesting for Bitcoin right here. Suggesting we're going up past to the point of deal. And honestly, we're going right to the POC. Now, is there 200-day moving average bringing us to it? There is, dude. See this? See where? Let me show you something. See, that's the yellow line, the 200-day. I got a lot of messiness here. I get it. Watch this. I'm going to teach you something about the 200-day moving average. It acts like a freaking magnet. Dude, that candle was huge. Look at that. Now the M pattern is getting negated. This is beautiful. Unless we want to bust through this now. We want the 1 hour to just take charge and just pin the 15 and the 7. And we want these shorts to keep getting liquidated. Yes, baby, yes. Also, go to Whalebot Wrecked on my trading group. We also have this for you. Dude, we're watching short squeezes on Bitcoin. I mean, this is amazing. This is history in the making right now, baby. History in the making. No other channel is going to do it like we're doing it. They're going to not show you Bitcoin like we're actually like a live, I don't want to, but like a fire or like this is the news. Like we're covering the action as it's happening. We're showing you how to cover the action. We're showing you the tools. We're showing you how it's going. We're getting it in. This is it, baby. This is it. There ain't nothing like this, man. Ain't nothing like this in the world. That's why I love my job. Love my job. You did call Matic ripping before it even happened. DYX topping out. Let's take a look at the dollar index. There's a chance it is topping out. 20,884. Ugh, I'm working through a 10-pound tube of 73% ground beef from Walmart. These taste like motivation to increase the grocery budget. Hey, man. Keep your head up, brother. Break down what you did wrong and journal it. Consider your losses as the tuition to pay for the education. Just be patient and let the trades come to you. Bless you. Check out DXY. Why aren't they pulling their shorts? They're just short more. Yeah, they just keep wanting to short more, bro. They don't get it. They're greedy. It's the mind of a man. The greedy people, man, they're greedy. They are greedy. And look, I want to go to Whalebot Rect here, and you're going to see the shorts just getting smashed. Look, we have these two. These AI alerts. Use these exchange announcements, whale alerts, and Whalebot Rect. Look at this. Short on Bitcoin, 20,000, 150 grand, $350,000 getting liquidated. These guys are losing more than $250,000. 170,000, 350,000, 255,000, 137,000, 113,000, 300,000, 505,000. Dude, these people are losing millions of dollars getting rocked and wrecked. ETH getting short. Bitcoin shorts getting liquidated, baby. Shorts getting liquidated. Did I have you guys short in the market? Did I open up a short this morning? Did I tell everyone to start shorting? No. No. And again, you're not going to do what I tell you, but you need to come from the bottom to value being at the top. Shout out to Adam Khan, man. I love you, Adam. Adam, one of my first students ever. Adam, I love you, bro. He is a young kid, man, on his own. We used to sit together. Adam, man, I love you, brother. Greedy, Adam Quinn. Yep. I'm going to the fair tonight with the family to get a burger, but I will probably have the screen share in my earbuds later today. Wifer now knows that Lifer has a place in daily life. Shout out to Bison Non, man. Yeah, today's a big day. We're going around the blockchain at 5 p.m. today, and I'm going to be wearing everything. And then we're going to be, and look at this guy says the day dumping. You're funny, man. And then we're going to be building the 3S short positions. Good for you, man. Nowadays, when I'm watching the Lifer Daily, wife is like, tell Lifer I said what up. There you go. Cryptolicious, I'm building 3S short positions. How's it going for you? 55,000 liquidations. Well, look, I mean, we did go high and then we got trumped. So let's take a look at what's happening now. And I said, don't get overzealous. We could be making an M pattern right here on the 15. See? How do we negate that? We watched the 15-minute and we set alerts on it. Sorry. We set alerts on it, just like I told you. So now we're probably at the high point. However, I mean, that 1 minute just keeps plowing away. But now you got heavy bearish divergence. Now it's like really apparent. So again, go to the 15 and set the flag again. If this flag's out and pumps, it'll be a cup and handle, right? So we'd rather this turn into a cup and handle than an M pattern. See? The beginning, then we need this to break back out. So this is what we're looking at possibly for the 15-minute, but it's going to have to come on back down. As long as it tests 20K and doesn't go below, we're okay. 20K is now support again. Every time we get above it, it becomes support. We have resistance on the weekly at 20,600 to 2,100, right? Resistance on the weekly. Yeah, 20,800. Yep, exactly right. You're spot on. Yep, because that's where the two candles closed. Yep, spot on, dude. Yep. Wow, look at the 4-hour candle, though. That's a bullish engulfing candle. It's a good thing. You can take both these candles and put it inside. And the fact that it came that big from the top of the stochastics, and I tell my students this, you can get huge moves at the top of the dotted line. You can get huge moves below the dotted line. Yes, I know it's the extension period. And that's what beginners have a hard time understanding. Thanks for dropping by yesterday, Lifer. Anytime, man. You didn't give me any love, though, when I was writing in the comment. You said hi to everyone else but me. Or maybe you did say hi. You probably did eventually. Shout out to GDLT. I love you. Everyone, check out GDLT, man. I like what he's doing. He's focused on ISO 2022. He's focused on XLM Stellar, and he's going to give you good insight as to what's happening. He puts a lot of passion into what he does, and he's not going to waste your time. Check him out. He even goes live when he had an issue with his internet. He made sure to push through no matter what. He's got 3,000 subs, man. Let him know. Head over to his channel, GDLT. Let's check him out. He's been following me for a long time. GDLT. But he's passionate. And yesterday I just jumped in because my life is crazy. I want to see a YouTuber doing his thing. And here's GLT, man. Love you, bro. Hope everything's going well with you. 3,000 subs. Give this guy a sub, man. He's grinding. He doesn't miss a day. He's doing his thing 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 20 hours ago. And he's giving you good information that's not full of nonsense. And he's focused. His information is focused. He's focused on one set, like something that you really want to check out. So check him out. All right. If you can't use what you got to help others, then you're not doing it right. Look, that's a high. Look at this beautiful trend we just made too. Look, low, high, higher low, higher high. That's an uptrend. It's a beautiful uptrend. It's a beautiful, beautiful uptrend. And Remember, I had just made this pattern, this rising wedge, and what if we break out of it? Interesting. I'm going to go to BTC Coinbase now. I'm going to delete all my work because I want you to see something here. I just found this pattern right now. I didn't even see it. We didn't even have it because we came down. We just made this pattern today, like in the last couple of days. All right. And we could still be making an M here. See that? We could still be making an M pattern with and we're at resistance right here. Good time to take profits. You want to sell at resistance. You want to buy at support. Again, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm just showing you what the proper, I like to sell at resistance and buy at support. You do whatever makes you happy, right? Just a proper trading etiquette, honestly. So here's our low range, bounce, bounce, bounce. Here's our higher range. Look, it likely we're going to come down to the bottom of this pattern now. I just found this pattern. I may be the only people that have it out right now on the live, right? This is also a rising wedge that could break down 68% of the time to here. You must be open-minded, and that would make it a double bottom for Bitcoin, all right? And that would be another area of resistance or support right there because, look, we bounced. 18,088. So it's not all good right now. It could just be a short liquidation. Remember, the 15-minute is very overbought. It needs to come to the downside. So we want the flag to break out. We don't want the M. So we'll be watching the 15-minute for a flag that touches the 21 and a move out. 1 hour still has legs. There's no reason why it shouldn't stop. 1 hour still has beautiful momentum. All right. And remember, the 1 hour was the length of this flag. And then we took this whole pole and we swung it on out. And so it still has a momentum and a measured move to 21,339. And it's above the two POCs, the point of controls. All right. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to watch Bitcoin on the 15. Make sure it makes the flag. If it makes the flag, you're good. If it doesn't, starts to dump. It's making an M pattern. It's getting rejected by resistance. There's a chance that we don't get above 20,360, 20,500. All right. Lifer, when you and Frankie are going to do a jam sesh, I could tell Market Maker beat Frankie down a couple days ago. That would be an awesome collab. I'll volunteer for that position. Would be an amazing opportunity. Lifer, where do you see Matic stopping? We only have a 1 hour going up, but a gap on the VBBR now. I'm confused. Shout out to GTLT for the 99 and the 99. Thank you, brother. Much respect to you. I did, though. I had a big segment saying thank you and how awesome you are. Thank you so much, bro. You're the man, dude. Shout out to GTLT. You're awesome, too, brother. Much love to you. Much love to you. They'll probably finish the job on those shorts 25, 26. Yeah, 20,005, 20,600. We have resistance to the weekly. Yeah, you do, Chris Cahill. Nice job. Lifer, you're a real one. No, you're a real one, Solomon Weinberg. You're a real one, dude. I'm a real one. I'm a real one. I'm a real one, baby. I'm just messing around. Use a little attitude. Use a little attitude. I'm a real one, baby. My daily life now consists of work, OT, for the man, collect paychecks, and stack sats. That's what was my life, baby. And I got out of the rat race, man. All I can tell you is what I did. I subscribe to GLTLT. I see GLT covers coins I have a high interest in. There you go, baby. Look at that, man. We growing you, baby. Shout out to Anku Kutsi Butsu. We love you, baby. So we're going to watch this flag. 1 hour still has room. I basically gave it to you till I'm blue in the face. Let's take a look at the ES1 and what happened to the S&P futures here on ES1. Shout out to the 556 people, the 614 likes. Unbelievable. You people are amazing. We did amazing today. What a great show. You never know what's going to happen on this show. And look, there was the massive reversal on the S&P to the upside. However, the S&P must break back inside this pattern. 1 hour suggests we will. So we started this morning, and I was like, no good. S&P's in a bearish time. It made an M here and broke to the downside, the length of the M. It was an inverted cup and handle. As you can see, if we flip it back upside down, cup and handle inverted. Does the exact same thing. So when you see a hump and a hump, it's kind of a slanted M is really what it is. An inverted cup and handle in a way. Final countdown in motion. Earnings season, Fed hike on the 27th, 100 BPS, and Mt. Gox. Don't worry about Mt. Gox. It doesn't matter. Anyone that thinks Mt. Gox matters is out of their mind. Out of their mind. Yeah, you just like news and you like fear. I don't get into that stuff. Yeah, I look at the charts, man. The charts will tell you what's going to happen to Mt. Gox. I subscribe to GTLT. Yep. Almost car wash time, baby. Every single day. Subscribe to GDLT. Thank you all. What a good dude. Lifer Crew, sending subscriber number to the moon. We love you, bro. My whole team loves everyone that loves me, so it's a family, bro. You support me, we support you. That's it. That's it. We go to war together, baby. We in it to the end of it. We all in this together. We are all in this together. We know what they're doing. We're all in this together. Look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Bullish divergence on the S&P. With the move to the upside here. This is beautiful. Let's break back in the pattern. And then look what it's going to do. I believe it's going to make this shoulder here, this head here, and a right shoulder inside the pattern, and then break out to the top out of this pattern. This is the wedge we need to break out of. So it's a cup and handle. We need to get back in the handle, and then we need this to break out. Okay? Doesn't mean it's guaranteed at all. But so far, we see some bullish div, and we're breaking back inside the pattern. See that? But we could be bearishly retesting on the 15. That's what looks like it's happening right now. And then again, the new pattern is this here that I'm seeing. See that? Come back down and bounce. Honestly, I see the pattern now. I'm going to delete my work. I see something different. It's the Bitcoin pattern, but it has a lower low. Bitcoin kept a higher high. Interesting. It's the same pattern as Bitcoin. The low, the high, the low, the high, but Bitcoin kept the higher low. The S&P did not. The S&P made a lower low. This is interesting to me. Could the decoupling happen like that? Could we just see one day a chart? And that actually is how it's going to happen one day. We're going to see a chart. They're going to be the same. And then one day, Bitcoin's just going to be like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Like you're doing it. And the S&P is going to be like, but why? Like we've been friends for so long. Like, and Bitcoin's going to be like, yeah, I'm just not going. I just don't feel that way about you anymore. You know? And the S&P is like, but why? Like, I bought you all those flowers and I did so much for you. And I got you all that VC money, and you know, I got all the .com guys to jump in, all the big tech, and Bitcoin's like, yeah, but you know, I've changed. I'm just not the same anymore. I just wanted you to think I was a tech stock, but I'm different. I want to see new people now. We're just, you know, and the S&P's big, but why? And Bitcoin just like, well, because I have cross-borderless payments and I'm immutable. I'll see you later. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Seriously. Oh my gosh, man. I love y'all. What a good show today. Thursdays are the best. 5 hours of the lifer spitting knowledge. Shout out to Big Wick Energy. 5 hours of the lifer, yeah. Can you take a look at your old friend Volt Inu? Volt Inu? Are you kidding me? Let's take a look at Volt Inu. A blast for the past. I'm new gold, baby. Yeah, like, I'm the new gold. Like, you're just not shiny like I am. You know, Bitcoin's like, everybody loves me. They don't love you like they loved you in the 70s. Now they're going to love me in 2070. My investors have more money. Yeah. Bitcoin has outgrown the S&P. That is why. It really has, man. Remember when you talked about a 24-hour stream? You're funny, man. Is this today the day? You're stupid, man. I love you, brother. Let's think of the 22-hour eat-a-thon with Rodney Robinson, the real dad bod, takes on the lifer. I am nervous. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I could out-eat this guy. Like, he like cooks like 30 chickens a night. Like, I've seen him, like, he'll send me a text and he'll be like, I ate 16 meatballs. Is that wrong? And then he has like he has a 5-year-old son, like, you know, his wife and him. And he'll be like, 12 burgers isn't that bad, right? It's 4 of us. I mean, he's a growing boy. And I'm like, he's like, I'm going to eat 8 of them. And like, he eats like 6 of the cheeseburgers. His family eats the other 2 or 3. It's insane. It's insane. Like, he'll send me a letter and it'll be like only 20 hot dogs, you know? Like, Bitcoin, you're different now that you're skinny. You funny. You guys are funny. You're different now that you're skinny. Yeah, you're not so fat at 60K. You look nice and sharp. You look nice and fresh down at 20. Your waist is smaller at 20K than it was at 19. So look, here's a cup and handle for Volt Inu. It could do some damage. It's at the bottom of its dump, though. Took a beat down with Bitcoin. If it's a substantial project, then it can keep continuing. It could go. I think it's a meme, and I'd stay away from it, but it is what it is. It does have a cup and handle. Could get you back up to the move. Just type in RSI or If I type in the indicators, I just type in RSI, and all I really need is the Stochh and the relative. It's low on the Stochh on the daily, so suggests that this cup and handle may break to the upside. Volt Inu could get some moves. If Bitcoin comes back up and it breaks above this resistance, look for it. So the safest idea is the breakout and the retest. Thank you, ma'am. Rodney intermittent fasted for 15 minutes once. You're funny, man. Greg's got jokes for days, bro. I've already ate 3 times and it's not even lunch. How? Like, what do you, I didn't eat yet. See, I don't eat until the stream's done. I fast when I sleep, man. You're funny. You sleep fast. Now, Bitcoin's going for 20,500. More liquidations. It's not over. Like my man Anku said, they'll probably stop at 25, 26. They're going for the POC. They're going for the point of control for sure. They're definitely going for the POC. Look, ES1, we reworked the pattern. I like what we see here now. It makes more sense to me. See that? And then we had this bigger channel. Okay. There you go. Can we finally make a higher low and break out of the falling wedge? Can this be the day the S&P says, I'm done, I'm not going to tank anymore? We shall see. Somewhat bullish. All right, what else? We got more super chats here. Can we take a look at Volt? We took a look at Voltino. 25, here it comes, baby. Bitcoin is a vegan. Nah, Bitcoin's a meat eater, man. Freaking it chops up everything in its path. Let's see if any coin's starting to move now, and we'll dive into these alts. Ava made a move with Bitcoin. Credit made the move. Beta, trade went up. So trade continued to move, right, with those candles. Uni 3L had some gains. DEGO pumped and dumped a little bit from that move. We were in the store yesterday. How did it do? So look, we talked about store yesterday being in this tight channel. Just kept getting tight. Eventually it would pop for a little bit of gains. Not much, but a little bit. From where we at it, 15, still holding a 9% gain. Talked about it yesterday in the channel. Matic 3L went up huge for a move to the upside there. Nice gain from Matic 3L. 32% gains in literally in 2 hours. All I had to do was just play this flag to the upside. CEEK continued. Oh, nope. CEEK dipped a little bit. Didn't come out of that channel. So we talked about CEEK. Remember, it dipped and dived here. Trying to make a grind out of this channel now. Look, they grabbed liquidity. So it looks like people... Tells me people put too many... They put a stop loss. That's where people put a stop. Right there. So you could tell they went and grabbed your liquidity. You can see it. They went and snatched it. We have a smaller market, everyone. You're one of the few people in the market. Okay? This looks pretty sweet to me. Nimic. Money will flow out of Bitcoin back into the alts now. Oh, Nimic has a big gain possibly coming for it. But let's look at the 4 hour. Too cooked. And didn't get the short squeeze. Not every coin's going to get the short squeeze. So you can play this. You can play Nimic. You can play this flag on Nimic. But you just have to know that the 4 hour is not in your favor. And if this goes against you, there's a probability that it will. So you can play Nimic all you want. Like, and again, you have to be the one that chooses it. I'm not telling you what to do. Never do what a YouTuber tells you to do. That's ridiculous. I would never do that. So check it out. It's in this little flag. It wants to pump. 1 hour also wants to move, but the 4 hour is hot. So you have to heed that idea. But Nimic could make a bit of a gain here. But that's why you look at all the time frames before you get in and take it into account. All right. NIM. USDT. You almost never know what you're going to get every day when you're trading. You never know. You must stay open-minded. Like, did I know we were going to get the short squeeze today? No, I did not. I had no clue. Not until once I saw the indications on the indicator and I got into the zone and the channel started, yeah, then I was in the pocket. But when I just was like, we don't know what's going to happen. That's why telling yourself you know is a horrible thing. So NIM adds risk to the trade by adding that high 4 hour, you see, for NIM on the 4 hour. And why I always typo, I'm typing so fast. That's why I'm always doing 100 things. And everyone, I'm going to start doing this screen. Look, oh, we talked about Quant yesterday. And look, Quant broke out. Didn't someone tell they shorted the other day? I don't know who it was. I'm messing with you guys with it. Oh, man. ORN made gains. Look at this. Now all of a sudden, things are starting to pump. Look, we gave you TRUU yesterday, just the other day. TRUU up a nice 30% gains. So let the gains come on in now. That's what I'm saying. Are you writing down, making an Excel spreadsheet, everything I'm putting out? Because look, here's TRUU on 712. I put it out right there at the low point to get in. Exactly where I liked it, in the sweet spot. It would bounce right off that to the upside. It go up 30% gains for TRUU. It is what it is, man. But again, another winner in the game there, TRUU. And I believe it can go up even more. But that's a good gain, 30%. Beautiful. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm going to run out for the day. We had a beautiful time together. 2 hours. I try to spend 2 hours with my crew every single day here on the live. What an amazing time it is to be alive. Shout out to the 30,000. Shout out to GDTL. Let's see what we get him up there. 30,100. Word. You guys got him 20 quick subs or maybe, yeah. I appreciate that. Jump on in, everybody. Feel free, man. Hey, if you join his channel, the odds when you start something one day that someone's going to join yours. Maybe you're going to start a business. You need customers. Whatever you need, I believe if you pay it forward, it's only going to help you in the long run. Good karma is not bad to have. It's the one thing in your bag that doesn't add any weight. I just made that up, but good karma is not bad to have. It's the one thing in your bag that doesn't add any weight. Add some karma to your bag today. You know what I'm saying? Do something nice for someone just because. That's how you do it. We looked at Labs yesterday too. Highly like it was going to break to the upside. Look at Labs. I called this move. Labs for massive gains. Look at that. Bang. No stop loss got hit. In the making of this trade, strong support. SR flip. We got them, baby. We got them. So remember, it's not an actual line. It's a zone. But we hit the zone and we bounced. Beautiful move. Called by the SR flip. I can teach you support and resistance. That was support and resistance. But look, moving averages were tight too. There's so much going on, and I can break it down for you. Bang, bang, bang. Now I got gains to go over. I got TRUU. I got Labs. I got to write down. That's a full-time job finding the gains. I'm telling you right now. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I couldn't do it without you. Without you all showing up every single day, putting your best foot forward, and being a lifer, I couldn't be the lifer that I am. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate it. Did I miss any super chats? Let me jump on in here and see. I'm seeing money come in, but I'm not seeing the super chat. Sam, if you have time, can you look at XRP, please? Crypto Angel. Super's all clear, Sammy. Thank you, brother. Volt Inu. Let's take a look at XRP from Angel. And then we're out of here for the night, or for the day. It feels like the night. It was a stream of streams for sure. We came hard with it, and I'll be on Around the Blockchain later on today. Jump on into that. And I didn't put the banner up. Dang. Always make a mistake. But you know what? We'll be better next time, won't we? We'll be better next time. Let's take a look at XRP. So XRP with the court case. You know, a lot of kind of people talking about the court case and it's winning, it's losing. We talked about XRP dropping from here to there. Look, we gave you that. We nailed that. Almost hit the measured move. That bear flag to the downside. So we had you at that one. Let's take a look at XRP here. Do I hold XRP? I do. I hold 10,000 XRPs. I do. I think about 12,000 actually. At one point it was 25. XRP wants to make a move out of the falling wedge, and it's oversold in the daily. That's telling me that it's about to make a bit of a move here, and it's hit a bit of a bottom. Yeah, so I like what I'm seeing. When the daily charts get low, that's when you want to know. That's when you want to know and get low, baby. Low. So I'll put an alert here on the 4 hour. Wait for it to come on down. Take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame does have room to the upside, but we must break through a resistance. Let's see what we see in this small local time frame. We showed you the daily. Bit of a double bottom possibly forming here for XRP. That would break here and the measured move back to the next resistance point into this zone. So XRP looking like it may make a bit of a move here, getting confidence from the Hinman ideas. The judge really just chewing through the SEC. SEC looks like a bunch of scumbags to the rest of the world. Just because you are in the government doesn't make you a morally good person. The people are here to keep you in check. That's why it's we the people. That's why you work for the people. The government is making people scared to talk against them. As if we live in a communist regime. Like, no. You work for us. Let's make it real clear. It's called we the people, my dude. All of you guys. Get it straight. I can't wait till we get you on the blockchain and we see where all your money is, where you're going, what you're doing. and we find out who you really are. Because that's what the blockchain is going to do. It's going to take the nasty, corrupt people. It's going to clean them right up. We're going to chew you up. We're going to spit you out. Are you hearing me? We're going to chew you up, and we're going to spit you out. If you're corrupt, if you grime, if you think you're sliding right through, we're going to chew you up. We're going to spit you out. We're coming for you. I just want you to know. If you've been thinking the sweet life while you hurt people, put people down, destroy our country, we're coming for you. All right, in the best way possible. I mean, we're going to do voting. We're going to do no. I'm not saying anything. We're coming for you in spirit, in energy, and in just in love too. We're going to bring the love. We live in love, so we don't hurt other people. We know how to keep love is the strongest frequency in the world. We're coming for you with love, baby. We're going to bring so much love, you're not going to know what to do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. No, I'm not Ivan on Tech. My next video. Everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. From my Bitcoin tie to yours, I'll see you on the next live stream. Crypto is life. I had to take the elevator. Bing.